Maya once believed that love was the purest thing in the world. The kind that healed pain, nurtured dreams, and turned two people into one heart. She gave her heart to Chris, a man she believed was her future. He was everything she thought she wanted: kind, passionate, ambitious. They met when life was still full of possibility, when both were chasing dreams with empty pockets but full hearts. Maya supported him through everything: his failures, his doubts, his music. She was there when no one else was. But as success began to kiss his life, Chris began to forget where he came from, and who stood beside him through it all. Maya noticed the change. The late replies. The excuses. The emotional distance. Yet she kept believing. She told herself love just needed patience. She held on, even as he slipped away. And then, came the day that changed everything. She had spent the afternoon preparing his favorite meal: spicy jollof rice, grilled chicken, and a bottle of his favorite drink. It was supposed to be a surprise. A small reminder that no matter how busy life got, love was still alive. But when she opened his apartment door, it wasn't laughter that greeted her, it was betrayal. Chris was with Lena, her best friend. The sight froze her in place. Time stopped. Her heart shattered so loudly that the silence became deafening. Chris tried to explain. Lena couldn't meet her eyes. But nothing could undo what Maya had seen. She left quietly, leaving behind not just the food, but the last piece of her innocence. Days turned into weeks. Maya moved like a shadow of herself. She went to work, spoke less, smiled rarely. Nights became her enemies, filled with memories she wished she could erase. But somewhere in that darkness, she found something unexpected: strength. She began to rediscover herself. The girl who once lost herself in someone else began to remember who she was before the heartbreak. She picked up her old camera, dusty, forgotten, and started taking pictures again. What began as therapy soon became her purpose. She captured life in all its forms: pain, resilience, rebirth. Each photo told a story her heart couldn't put into words. Slowly, the world noticed. Her photos began circulating online. People connected with her work, the raw emotion, the honesty, the strength behind every frame. In less than a year, Maya became a respected name in the creative world. Her exhibitions drew crowds. Her interviews inspired women who had been broken and rebuilt. She had turned her pain into power. Meanwhile, life wasn't kind to Chris. His fame faded as quickly as it came. Without Maya's guidance and care, his discipline vanished. Gigs stopped coming. The crowd stopped cheering. He started drinking to forget, but regret has a way of staying sober. And Lena. She got what she thought she wanted, at first. But love built on betrayal never lasts. Chris became distant, cold, and bitter. The same man who once cheated with her eventually cheated on her. The guilt ate Lena alive. She couldn't sleep at night. She saw Maya's face in everything, in songs, in silence, in the mirror. She tried to move on, but guilt has its own memory. Months later, she found herself at an art exhibition. She didn't know it was Maya's until she saw the banner, Through the Broken Lens, by Maya Adele. Her chest tightened. She almost turned away, but something made her stay. The photos inside spoke of pain, love, betrayal, and forgiveness. Every image carried emotion so raw that Lena couldn't breathe. And then, she saw one photograph that stopped her, a close-up of a cracked mirror reflecting a smiling face. The caption read, "Some wounds don't heal. They teach." Tears rolled down her cheeks. At that moment, she realized that Maya had already found peace. When Maya entered the room, the crowd greeted her with applause. She looked radiant, confident, composed, glowing from within. Their eyes met across the room. Lena couldn't hold it in anymore. After the event, she approached Maya quietly. There were no harsh words. No bitterness. Just silence, heavy, but forgiving. Lena broke down, apologizing with tears and trembling hands. Maya listened, calm and still. She didn't say much. She didn't need to. Forgiveness doesn't always need words sometimes, it's just the absence of anger. She placed a gentle hand on Lena's shoulder and said softly that she hoped she had found peace, too. That was all. No grudges. No revenge. Just release. After that day, Lena changed her life completely. She started volunteering for women's shelters, helping those going through heartbreak and abuse. Her own guilt became her fuel to do better, to rebuild what she once destroyed. As for Chris, he never recovered. He tried reaching out to Maya once, but she had moved to another city for work. She didn't block him. She didn't reply either. Sometimes, silence is the loudest goodbye. Years later, Maya's photography was featured internationally. She had built a name that stood for strength, healing, and empowerment. When she looked back at everything, the pain, the betrayal, the long nights of tears, she didn't feel anger anymore. She felt gratitude. Because without that heartbreak, she might never have discovered who she was meant to be. Narrator, final reflection. Betrayal doesn't just break hearts, it reveals souls. It shows who you are when everything falls apart. Lena's guilt turned into redemption. Chris's arrogance turned into regret. And Maya's heartbreak turned into strength. In the end, the price of betrayal isn't what you lose, it's who you become after it. Moral. Forgive, not because they deserve it but because you deserve peace. Rise, not to prove them wrong, but to prove yourself right.